Good day everyone, this is me, Jerome Campilan, a Bachelor of Physical Education 3rd year student. And for today's video, we will tackle the different approaches to school curriculum and explain how it clarifies the definition of the curriculum. So there are three approaches a curriculum can be seen. It can be defined as content, a process, or an outcome. First is to approach it as a content body of knowledge to be transmitted. Curriculum as a content or body of knowledge. It is quite common for traditionalists to equate a curriculum to a topic outline. A primary school mathematics curriculum, for example, includes topics such as addition, multiplication, subtraction, division, distance, weight, and many others. Currently, all jurisdictions have written curricula that are laid down in different curriculum documents. The clearest and most successful curricula are described in curriculum frameworks which set subject curricula or syllabuses in a wider structure. The second is to approach it as a process or what actually happens in the classroom when the curriculum is practiced. Besides viewing curriculum as content that is to be transmitted or process that gives action using the content, it has also been viewed as a product. In other words, a product is what the students desire to achieve as learning outcomes. The true goal of education is to create meaningful changes in pupils' behavior patterns. Any declarations of the school aims or anticipated learning outcomes should include a mention of the changes that will occur in the students. The curriculum product is supposed to be in the form of outcomes, often known as attained learning outcomes. There may be multiple targeted learning outcomes, but if the process fails, no learning outcomes will be realized. The person who has relevant experiences in the curriculum demonstrates this learned or attained learning objectives. All of this is the product of curriculum preparation, content, and process. The third approach is to approach it as a product or the learning outcomes desired of learners. So we have seen that the curriculum can be approached as content. On the other hand, it can also be approached as a process. In this approach, curriculum is not seen as a physical thing or noun, but as a verb or an action. It is the interaction among the teachers, students, and content. As a process, a curriculum happens in the classroom as the questions asked by the teacher and the learning activities engaged in by the students. It is an active process with emphasis on the context in which the processes occur. Used in the analogy of a recipe in a cookbook, a recipe is the content, while the way of cooking is the process. As a product, curriculum should be a series of defining documents that specify what an entering and outgoing student should be capable of. They should also describe the associated areas to be experienced inside the course as well as the desired effects or outcomes of having experienced these activities. This product should also include structure elements such as time spent on task, studying and conducting research, as well as books, resources, and available services. If a course or program's curriculum is part of a larger context, the documentation should include a description of the relationship or integration. So based on what I understand with the topic, I believe teachers are trained to become equipped and competitive in terms of teaching. Teaching lessons and making them create creative outputs that can somehow motivate them to do more. As a future educator, I think the only way to prepare myself using the three approaches of curriculum is to become eager to learn, and learn to research more strategies that can help me to achieve my desired approach to curriculum for my students. These three approaches are interrelated with each other in a way that is used in everyday learning. With just a simple activity that you do with your students, you have already followed the three approaches, namely curriculum as content, curriculum as a process, and curriculum as product. So I think that's all for today's discussion. I do hope that I have shared an informative discussion with you guys. Thank you for watching.